For the third straight game, the Ohio Bobcats offense put up over 40 points, this time en route to a 45-28 win over the Miami Redhawks in the Battle of the Bricks on Halloween. What's up, Bobcat fans? I'm WOUB sports reporter Thomas Garverick coming to you from Keene Stadium. And tonight, Nathan Mork was a human highlight reel. Nathan Mork. What else can you say about this guy, other than he has a knack for finding the end zone? In the midst of their struggles, Ohio found themselves in a one-possession game down the stretch. Down 63-61 with a minute and a half to go. Freshman guard CC Hook stole the ball and went coast to coast to tie the game at 63. But remember when I said how Dillard and Hempel made the biggest play of the game? Well, here it is. Dillard finds Hempel wide open under the basket for the easy two. 33 seconds left in the game. Taylor Agler. She hadn't hit a shot all game, and she takes the three for the lead, and it falls short, and the Cats fall in a heartbreaker. The Meigs Lady Marauders bounced back in a big way with a dominating 57-24 win over the Southern Tornadoes Thursday night. What's up, Hardwood Heroes Nation? I'm your online host, Thomas Garverick, and alongside with me is Meigs lead reporter Joe Hennessy. And tonight, Joe, it was all about that Meigs suffocating defense. Wow, Taylor, it's amazing to see the Lady Wildcats continue to pile up those accolades. But over on the boys' side, I think this kid felt a bit snubbed last week, just like Damian Lillard has felt about not being in the All-Star game the past couple seasons. So I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen to our boys here of the week, Randy Hickson. Pound for pound, one of the best players in our coverage. He's one of my favorite guys to watch on tape because he can do so much. He's unstoppable in ISO situations, but where he makes his money is coming off ball screens and plays like this. He'll beat you to the cup and get to the free throw line at a high rate. This kid is so good that a 19.6 board and 5 assist stat sheet is considered an off night. I always can appreciate a kid who can score, but who can also facilitate for his teammates, and he does that for this Tomcat team. He continues to show why he's a 5-tool player every time he hits the court.
From all the shots, to defensive drills, to even all the down and backs, practice makes perfect. And I'm joined now with online host Tommy Garverick, who went behind the scenes to show what goes on before game day.
Nick, we're not talking about a game, we're talking about practice. It's been a while since I've been on the hardwood, so I called up Coach Bob Cassidy and the Nelsonville York Lady Buckeyes to see what a typical practice looks like and if I could turn back the clock. What's up, Hardwood fans? I'm here in Nelsonville, York, where I will be practicing with the Lady Buckeyes today. I am joined with the man, he runs it all, head coach Bob Cassidy. Coach, thanks for having me, but I need to tell you, I have not been a part of an organized basketball team since the 8th grade, so that's why I'm wearing all black today, because it's probably going to be my funeral, but that's okay. It's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get started, what should I expect today in practice?
I'm just looking forward to see what you got. I think the girls are too. I think they're looking tough.
All right, sounds good. We're going to roll right into it.
Soren, get down in here. Down in, help side, help side, help side, help side with a man down. Down in, protect the paint, rebound it. Shot, Mayor.
Oh, look at that dime. Safety back here, reading.
You got trapped. Too close people trapped, too close people trapped. Out of bounds. 3-1 white. 3-1 white.
Get in there. That's an air ball. That's why I don't play. A women's ball is very hard, but I'm not gonna lie, the air ball, that was bad. Normally, I'm a sharpshooter. They call me Steph Curry for a reason, but hey, I bounced back right there. Last one, that was nice. So, hey, stretch room, we got about a little over an hour left. So let's get it done.
Because there, we got to take away that pass, and someone else has these two. All right, we got to talk. And coach has passes. Once he gets to 10, we're trying to score. Here we go.
Oh, that's a foul, and one. Let's go. And one. That's a wrap here from Nelsonville. Coach Cass, thanks for having me. I survived, and that's all we got for you for now. And I'm reminding you to be heroic. Again, a big thanks to Coach Cass and the Lady Buckeyes for letting me get an inside scoop and not embarrassing me too much. Also, a shout out to NY lead reporter Nate Busilla, who did an awesome job shooting this for me.
You know, man, it looked like you didn't even miss a step out there. You know, other than when Coach Cass almost pinned you on the backboard. Great work, Tommy, and stay tuned as he and Taylor will be back once again with their two heroes of the week to close the show.
Buckeyes, the undefeated Buckeyes, take on the Shadyside Tigers. So how did it unfold?
Joey P., this was a complete team performance by the Buckeyes tonight. The Tigers came out with a banner that said, "Time to roast a Buckeye," and that did not sit well in Nelsonville. The Buckeyes were already amped up, and the Tigers just added more fuel to the fire. Behind their dynamic thunder and lightning duo of Cole Yinger and Keegan Wilburn, the Buckeyes were unstoppable. Wilburn, man oh man, can anyone stop him? He goes LaShawn Shady McCoy-esque on the Shady side defense as he bursts down the sideline for 30 yards. Later in the drive, Wilburn hands off the keys to Yinger. Out of the power eye, he delivers the punishing finish from 7 yards out, and the Tigers would be seeing a lot more of that. The ensuing Buckeye drive, Wilburn, rumble, young man, rumble. He takes a handoff to the outside, and he is gone. 26 yards to the house for his first score of the night, but hats off to the Buckeye defense. The Tigers have to go for it on 4th down, and Anthony Coggins drops back to pass. And how about Garrett Maiden? He breaks up the pass, and the Buckeyes go back to work. Maiden, he only completed 3 passes in the first half, but 2 of them went for 6. He rolls out and gets it to Zinger out in space, and he does the rest. 46 yards to the end zone he goes. Buckeyes up 21-0. Right before the half, Wilburn says if Yinger has 2 scores, then he wants 2 as well. Maiden finds him wide open in the end zone for the easy score. Wilburn had a $127 rushing on the night, and the Buckeye defense pitched the shutout against the Tigers team averaging 37 points a game. The Buckeyes are moving on 34-0. Welcome back, I'm Thomas Garverick. It's October, and baseball fans know what that means. The MLB postseason kicked off last night between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. After the Twins took an early lead, Didi Gregorius tied the game at 3 with his 3-run shot in the bottom of the first. And a couple innings later, all rise for the 6'7" Aaron Judge. He hit a 2-run home run to give the team a lead, and from there they went on to win 8-4. Yankees manager Joe Girardi talked about Judge's infectious attitude that has spread around his ball club.
When I look at Aaron, there's a smile on his face a lot, and there's just something about him, the way he carries himself, that you just feel really good when he's around.
Will face the Cleveland Indians on Thursday in the American League Division Series with first pitch slated for 7:30 p.m. Now heading to the National League. The Colorado Rockies head to Arizona to face the Diamondbacks in the second wild card game tonight. Both teams come as a surprise to be in the postseason this year. The Rockies' last appearance was in 2009, and for the Diamondbacks, their last season of postseason ball came in 2010. Both teams lack experience, but a guy that is certainly no stranger to the spotlight is Diamondbacks ace Zach Greinke. The former Cy Young winner will be making his 10th career postseason start tonight. For the Rockies, they'll be sending their best pitcher on the mound, John Gray, who won 10 games this year. He went 2-0 against these Diamondbacks and will try to get win number 3 tonight. The winner will face the LA Dodgers in the National League Division Series on Friday. Another big week filled with action comes the way of the Ohio women's soccer team. They'll look to bounce back after a tough weekend that saw them fall to Ball State 3-1 on Friday and a tie with rival Miami on Sunday. The Bobcats take on Buffalo tomorrow with a chance to get to the 500 mark on the season. With the Bobcats having last week's MAC Players of the Week in Hannah Jaggers and Allie Curry, they'll have a great shot at defending their home turf. Kickoff tomorrow against the Bulls is set for 4 p.m. Then on Sunday, the Bobcats will play in Cleveland when they take on Akron. That game's set for 1 p.m. There will be no action in the combo this weekend as the Ohio women's volleyball team heads on the road twice this week for more conference play. It's been an up-and-down season for this squad that sits 2 games below the 500 mark at 8-10. The team is coming off a 3-1 loss to the Bowling Green Falcons on Saturday. This Bobcat team has been plagued by miscues, including a staggering 27 attack errors against the Falcons. The Bobcats will try to clean that up tomorrow night as they hit the road to try to get back on track. They take on Kent State with tip-off set for 7 p.m. This week's AP Ohio High School poll came out, and once again, there's only one team in Gridiron's coverage ranked inside the top 10. The Nelsonville York Buckeyes find themselves sliding into the 4 slot in Division 4. The Buckeyes are still undefeated at 6-0 and find themselves at the top of the TVC-Ohio. Lead by Garrett Maiden offensively and Ronnie Wynn defensively, the Buckeyes will only continue to rise in the rankings. They're back in action this Friday against Wellston. I'm Thomas Garverick, and that's it for sports. Back to you, Jacob.